Okay, how the Ravens lost the divisional playoff a week ago. For many of you out there, my name is Michael Barno. In this channel, I just share my thoughts on football. Um, and I would like to say that how the Ravens lost was very simple. For the first time in about 12 weeks, they finally did not get to play a game the way they wanted to play it. People were shocked all over the league. Colin Cowherd, Rich Eisen, many others. They all thought that the Ravens would cruise, and Vegas even thought so. 9.5 point favorite. How could they not? And so it did come as a surprise to many people. However, the Titans were well built to defend the Ravens, and that showed throughout the game. The Titans are a team that is built strong in the front seven. They're very physical up front. And the way to attack the Titans is through the passing game, the five-step passing game, because they don't really have great pass rushers and the secondary is not that good. So that's the way to go after them. But if you wanted to line up and pound the football, the Titans are well prepared to defend that. And they showed that against the Ravens. Now, this offense for the Ravens was flawed for many weeks, and I think many of us did not know that. But I've been calling this for a long time. I knew Lamar Jackson would get in trouble the second Mark Ingram got hurt, and more on that in a bit. But I knew he'd be in trouble if he could not pound the football up front. When the Ravens lost the ability to pound the ball through the middle, and that was lost as soon as I realized after 3 weeks that Mark Ingram was still limited in practice. I was like, this is not just a normal injury. This guy's actually hurt. And you saw that with Gus Edwards, it's a major step down. And in the game, it showed in the third quarter, especially when they were on a 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, the Ravens tried to pound the ball through the middle and they got stopped. They got stopped because Gus Edwards is not Mark Ingram and he could not get those tough yards. And it led to the 4th and 1 QB sneak where Lamar Jackson tried to improvise and ended up getting stopped just outside the tackle. And they got stopped multiple times on 4th down. But the fact is that the Ravens were a very limited offense all season, and it was hidden by the fact that most teams could not figure them out on offense. They couldn't defend what they were doing in terms of the triple option. The Ravens this season were more or less a triple option team, and NFL teams do not defend that every week. This offense took the NFL by storm, and they got figured out. The Titans took Mark Andrews away, and they stopped the interior run game, and they made Lamar Jackson play quarterback, which is what NFL GMs were afraid of with Lamar Jackson. They can't be blamed for that. I myself was a doubter all along because Lamar Jackson is not an NFL quarterback. You could design an NFL offense around him to benefit his strengths. That being said, he's not an NFL quarterback. You can't bring him in and run your offense in a pro style and he'll just be your quarterback. It doesn't work that way. He's not that kind of player. John Harbaugh understood that, and he designed the offense around him. There will be more on that later, but for now, those are my thoughts on the Ravens and how they lost the divisional matchup. They got their interior run game taken away. The Lamar Jackson's not nearly as dynamic as people think he is, and he cannot throw outside the numbers. It's really that simple. For the first time in 12, 13 weeks, the Ravens got down multiple possessions, and they had to try and come back from 2 possessions down. And Lamar Jackson has not proven he can do that yet. And that is how we ended up with what we had. So those are my initial thoughts on it. We will talk to you tomorrow with my predictions for the AFC and NFC championship games.